breaking news. The deadly winter weather emergency unfolding across Texas and much of the South is becoming even more dangerous tonight, with millions of Americans heading into another night of brutal cold without heat, power, or clean water. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We're going to begin with breaking news tonight on the severe weather disaster that is hammering more than 100 million Americans right now, from Massachusetts to the Mexican border.
So this is what happens in Texas when the water freezes and you try to drip your faucets.
And in Texas tonight, authorities are now facing tough questions about the power grid there and the Texas governor and what he's now blaming for the outages. Critics say that's just not true.
Right now, Texas is frozen. It started with a 100-car pileup thanks to ice and went into a deep freeze. The blackout kicked things off and affected millions, resulting in one of the biggest blackouts in U.S. history.
It's fucking no! No! Fuck!
Texas is on its own power grid, ERCOT.
ERCOT stands for Electric Reliability Council of Texas, and they showed that they were not reliable.
Do you think ERCOT leadership needs to resign?
Yes.
Texas relies heavily on natural gas for energy, but didn't keep much of it around and instead is relying on a constant stream of it to meet demand. When the freezing temperatures froze machinery, pipes, and everything, all this freezing that's happening, the energy couldn't go to the people. But if you ask the governor, the windmills are to blame.
Governor Abbott facing criticism for appearing to place some of the blame for the outages on frozen wind turbines.
Our wind and our solar got shut down, and they were collectively more than 10% of our power grid. And that thrust Texas into a situation where it was lacking power in a statewide basis.
Most of Texas is on its own energy grid, run by the organization called the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT. And the person at the head of the Texas government took the time to go on Fox News last night to push the big lie that Republicans and right-wing media have been pushing for days. A brazen, jaw-dropping lie that the hippie libs and their clean energy are to blame for the devastation in Texas.
Rain in Austin, Texas, adding a coat of ice to the snow, a car out of control sliding down an icy hill.
Bing, that's the end of that windmill.
The wind turbines. Not only are they giving you cancer, but they are freezing your bathwater too. Pipes are bursting and everything is being flooded in water.
A woman's car is covered in ice because she parked under a pipe that was later ruptured.
Okay, so when I first walked out and saw it, I lost my mind.
Now, following a burst pipe, listen to the sounds of her carpet.
Not only that, but people are finding it difficult to find clean water, with many boil water notices, meaning that drinking water has been or has the potential to be contaminated by pathogens. But not all can boil water when there's no power, and some don't even have water coming out of their faucets.
All right, guys, we're here at Gator Country in Beaumont, Texas, and we don't go through this very much. You see this white, crazy stuff on the ground? It's rough. This business goes through hurricanes and hard weather. We've done that. This is the worst that can happen to us, though. Here's what happens, though, to the American alligator. We can leave them outside because they're brilliant. They have figured out to go into a state of hibernation. On a regular warm day, this animal will have a heart rate of 55 beats per minute. Today, he's gone to a true hibernation where his heart rate is down to 3 beats per minute. This is how they survive. They know it's going to freeze, so what they do, they poke their snouts through. They go into that hibernation so they can breathe. This is absolutely amazing. See that, folks? He's alive. Is that not incredible? The American alligator, absolutely incredible.
And not all the animals are as amazing as the crocodile. The sea turtles are having a particularly tough time.
Sea turtles going through what's known as a cold stun, when the turtles appear lifeless.
As a result of that, they can't move their flippers, so they float to the top of the water. And even though their instinct tells them and they're awake and they know they're supposed to lift their head to breathe, they can't.
Now a massive rescue effort underway. More than 4,000 turtles have been saved. The game warden plucking these ones out of the water, just bobbing there due to that cold stun. Other turtles washing ashore, rescued by volunteers who don't have heat or electricity in their own homes.
So that's that. I really hope Texans can stay safe during this crisis.